Hey yogis, Amanda here. Today we're going to do another pose that will help relieve lower back pain. As usual, I'm going to have modifications to meet you where you're at. So let's get started. We're going to do seated forward fold. All you need is a blanket, or you can just sit on the floor or the carpet, whatever's comfortable for you. Extend the legs. So this is the basic pose. You're going to extend the legs. They can be hip distance apart or feet together. You want to lengthen up through the spine. So just like our standing forward fold, you don't want to round the back and come forward. The goal is not to reach your feet, okay? Because it could actually add additional strain and stress on your lower back. So whatever you do, you want to maintain that nice long spine. So you're hinging forward and getting a nice stretch through the hamstrings and the backs of the legs. Now, if you're really, really tight, one, that could be a cause for some of your lower back pain. But we do have an option. Two, grab a strap. You can either have a strap or a towel or a belt, anything that will lengthen your arms and your reach. So I'm going to take the strap, I'm going to put it around the balls of the feet. Try to avoid the soft part, the sole. And then same idea. Make sure the feet are flexed, the legs are strong, lengthen up, hinge forward, just until you start to feel a really good stretch. For some of you, that might be here, okay? That's fine. Again, the idea is not to touch your toes or bring your forehead to your toes. It's just to meet you where you're at. So if this is your stretch, that's absolutely fine. Okay, another option, while you're using this, you can slightly bend the knees and then come forward. You'll still get a good stretch that way. If you have really tight hips and you're just having a hard time coming forward, you can grab a blanket or a pillow and sit on the pillow or blanket. That elevation will help you a little bit in coming forward comfortably. Because the idea is you want to be able to relax and sink into the pose. And you can't do that if you're so tight that every bit of it is painful. Okay, so find what modification works for you. So again, we can come forward here, hinging again, being mindful of the lower back. We don't want to add to the issues that are already going on back there. Coming back up. One last option. You can bring a blanket underneath the legs as well with the strap. All of these things will help you find your place in the pose. Once again, you still want to hinge forward. That is the main thing, no matter what modification you do, is try not to hunch forward because that will strain your back, okay? So we're hinging forward just until you feel a good stretch. Maybe hold it for about 30 seconds. Connect with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, just paying attention to what's going on in your body. And then come out of it, give yourself a moment to rest, and then you can come back in. All right, one more thing. I forgot. If you happen to have a little bit of a belly and coming forward is just a little too much in this area, just widen the legs a bit. You can bring a blanket or a pillow under each leg. You can stay on your block or your pillow. And then again, you can have, if you have a long enough strap, you can still use a strap. Otherwise, if you don't have a strap or a towel or anything to use, you can always just use your hands and come to rest as you come forward. Okay, I know that was a lot, but hopefully one of those modifications will help you get into the pose to strengthen the backs of your legs and give you a little bit of relief from your lower back pain. Okay, have a great day. Namaste.